Just like their cuisine and fashion, French cars are exquisite, daring, and incredibly tasteful. Today we'll entertain automotive connoisseurs by introducing an all-new lineup of French models from 2023 and beyond. Believe us, you have not yet seen such good-looking cars. So subscribe to Automotive Territory and let's cut to the chase. Enjoy the ride! Peugeot 408. With this model, Peugeot takes advantage of the most popular design trends, combining a fastback silhouette with a lifted SUV-like stance. The 408 sits on the latest iteration of the Stellantis EMP2 platform, and it is a pinch longer than the current 308 station wagon. The entire body features sharp lines and creases, which culminate on the aggressive front end, boasting updated ultra-slim LED headlights and Peugeot's signature saber-tooth DRLs. The showcase model rides on 20-inch wheels that feature a disruptive geometric design, but the entry-level trims are likely to get smaller rims. The base powertrain is a 1.2-liter PureTech triple that makes 130 horsepower. The possible upgrade is a 1.6-liter PHEV that features a 12.4 kWh battery and comes in two states of tune, 180 and 225 ponies respectively. This crossover is expected to join the European C segment in early 2023, while its global version will arrive in several Asian markets later that year. Renault Scénic Vision. This concept version of the Scénic graduates from the compact MPV niche and becomes a crossover. From the outside, it previews the upcoming new generation model, though in terms of technology and interior design, the Scénic Vision definitely looks into the distant future. The crossover has a chiseled exterior line, a closed-off front fascia with illuminated Renault badging, attractive LED headlights, and new 21-inch wheels. While the production model is expected to rely on a purely electric drivetrain, here the company is playing around with an idea of a hybrid hydrogen-electric system. It consists of an electric motor making 218 HP, a 40 kWh battery, and a 16 kW fuel cell acting as a range extender. The interior is performed using recycled materials and eco-friendly carbon fiber, while the entire car is said to be 95% recyclable. Lastly, the cabin houses ergo seats, safety systems that monitor drivers' fatigue and health, a yoke-style steering wheel, plus individual audio for each passenger. Citroën C4X and EC4X. The release of the X model finally resolves the ambiguity generated by the original C4. The newcomer gets an even more sloping roofline, which confirms its distinct, compact coupe SUV nature. The elegant silhouettes of a fastback and a 510-liter boot capacity were achieved by stretching the overall length of the body to 4.6 meters, or 15 feet. Like its predecessor, the model rides on the progressive hydraulic cushion suspension and arrives in two versions, internal combustion and purely electric. The ICE models include a selection of PureTech turbo petrol and Blue HDI diesel engines. The ICE models will make 100 through 130 horsepower, while the EV variant is rated for 136 HP and 224 miles, 360 kilometers of range. Among the other aces up the sleeve of the C4X are the new My Citroën Drive Plus infotainment, dual-zone climate control, and heating for all seats. DS7 Crossback. Back in 2017, this compact SUV became the first 100% DS automobiles design that projected a new spirit of the avant-garde for the luxury segment. The first facelift for the model injects an additional touch of dynamism. The front combines new, slimmer DS Pixel LED Vision 3.0 headlamps and DS Light Veil DRLs. In the rear, the scale-like LED lights have a vortex effect and get a dark metallic finish. The new 19-inch Edinburgh and Silverstone rims improve aerodynamic efficiency, while the flagship models will be wearing 21-inch Brooklyn wheels. The DS interior luxury combines natural leather, Nappa, microfiber, and textile Alcantara, while the in-car controls are displayed on the new 12-inch high-definition screen. As for the powertrain options, the 2022 DS7 keeps its pure tech and Blue HDI engines and adds a flagship E10 PHEV variant with 360 horsepower, four-wheel drive, and 41 miles of electric range. Alpine A110 Tour de Corse 75. This 150-unit limited edition Alpine will not bring you extra horsepower or performance, but it will definitely catch the eye of any other bypasser on the road. The sports car wears bright yellow livery with black and white stripes and an all-black hood and roof. This design is inspired by the number 7 Berlinette that competed in the 1975 Tour de Corse. It is also complemented by 18-inch Grand Prix wheels painted in gloss white that house orange Brembo calipers. The drivetrain system consists of the usual 1.8-liter turbo 4-cylinder that comes paired with a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox and sends 300 horses to the rear wheels. Acceleration to 60 takes 4.5 seconds. The interior was wrapped in black microfiber with grey contrast stitching, fitted with aluminum pedals, and it houses sable tracing bucket seats with Tour de Corse 75 embroidery. Bugatti Centodieci. Do not treat the Centodieci as a piece of old news. Even though its debut took place all the way back at the 2019 Monterey Car Week, only now is it being delivered to the owner. The first unit out of the Bugatti celebratory series commemorates 110th anniversary of the brand and was finished in the iconic EB110 blue color with the sport silver wheels. This model was designed as a tribute to the people behind the original revival of the brand in the 1990s. Namely, the then company's chairman Romano Artioli and the designer Marcello Gandini. Based on the Chiron, the Centodieci's 8-liter W16 was boosted to 1600 horses, and now this French hyperbeast gets to 62 and 2.4 seconds and has the top speed of 238 miles per hour. Besides this newcomer, only 9 more Centodiecis will be assembled. The price has already inflated to $14 million, which makes it the second most expensive Bugatti after the one-off La Voiture Noire. Renault Austral. The all-new SUV in the company's range is the first model to be underpinned by the third-generation CMF-CD architecture, which was developed in collaboration with Mitsubishi and Nissan. This modular platform brings several upgrades, such as a lighter chassis, improved anti-roll, and a more rigid body. It also means that the Austral gets the Alliance's most innovative electrified powertrains. For starters, the SUV will offer two 1.3-liter 4-cylinders with 140 and 160 horsepower, both assisted by 12-volt mild hybrid tech. There is also a 1.2-liter 3-cylinder with a 48-volt MHEV and 130 horsepower. Lastly, there is a full self-charging hybrid assisted by an electric motor and a 1.7 kWh battery, delivering 160 or 200 ponies. The 2023 Austral features the latest Renault Level 2 semi-autonomous driving package, and it can be optioned with a 12-inch vertical touchscreen infotainment, a 12.3-inch digital cluster, a 9.3-inch head-up display, a 360-degree video system, and matrix LED headlights. If you agree that French cars have the best designs on today's market, make sure to smash the like button. If you disagree, then visit the comment section and let us know why. Let's proceed. DS9 E10s 250 and 4x4 360. The one and only executive sedan from this French premium brand is getting two fresh plug-in hybrid versions for 2023. Both use the already familiar 1.6-liter PureTech four-cylinder that on its own produces 200 horses. In case of the front-wheel drive E10s 250, it is assisted by a 110 horsepower electric motor juiced by a 15.6 kWh battery pack with 38 miles. Together, the system is rated for 250 HP. As for the E10's 360, it gets an additional 113 HP motor on the rear axle, raising the output to 360 horses. This model gets a smaller 11.9 kWh battery with 29 miles and an intelligent all-wheel drive transmission. The flagship DS9 will accelerate to 60 in 5.6 seconds and speeds to 155 miles per hour max or 87 mph if you do not want to engage the engine. The car also gets DS Active Scan suspension, wider track, and 4-piston caliper brakes with 15-inch discs front and 11.4 rear. Both of the DS9 versions are offered in two trim levels, Performance Line and Rivali. Citroën C5 Aircross. Introduced in 2018, this comfortable family crossover has been an absolute smash hit for the Citroën brand, resulting in over 325,000 sales. Not to disturb its winning formula, most of the 2022 exterior tweaks were localized to the plastic cladding, bumper, grille, and headlights that are now somewhat reminiscent of the C5X flagship. The C5 Aircross keeps its conventional 130 HP 1.2-liter PureTech 3-cylinder turbo petrol and a 1.6-liter 4-cylinder Blue HDI diesel. Plus, atop of the range is a 222 HP plug-in hybrid powertrain with 38 miles of range. Surprisingly, the PHEV variant accounts for over 40% of the units sold. The highlights of this facelift is surely a new 10-inch infotainment screen, a 12.3-inch digital instrument panel, and a smaller gear selector. Plus, the C5 Aircross continues to offer Citroën's advanced comfort suspension and seats with a class-leading boot space of 580 to 720 liters. Renault Megane E-Tech. Renault Zoe and Nissan Leaf are two of the world's best-selling electric cars of the previous decade. Beyond 2023, the Franco-Japanese Automotive Alliance plans to keep this dominating market position, and therefore their jointly developed dedicated EV platform spawns two crossovers, Nissan Ariya and Megane E-Tech. The French model assumes the moniker previously reserved for the compact car class and gives it a futuristic spin. The exterior design sports new style headlights, zigzag DRLs, contrasting roof, full-width brake lights, and 18 through 20-inch wheels. There will be two powertrain choices: a 130 horsepower with a 40 kWh battery and 188 miles of range, or a 220 HP 60 kWh unit good for 292 miles. The interior of this Renault introduces recycled fabrics and textures. There is a 12.3-inch digital dashboard and either 9 or 12-inch infotainment with an Android operating system. DS E10's performance. Development of the next-generation car designs by DS Automobiles begins with this high-performance laboratory study. This French premium brand has consecutively lifted the Formula E teams and drivers' titles, and now it broadcasts the gained expertise onto this performance two-door. The DS E10's performance is a single-seat racer based on a carbon fiber monocoque. It has long, low-body T-shaped LED DRLs, angular front end, and a beefy rear diffuser. The 815 horsepower four-wheel drive powertrain is comprised of twin electric motors with 5,900 pound-feet of torque at the wheels. The battery was designed in cooperation with Saft, and its innovative features include a unique chemistry and an immersive liquid cooling system for the cells with a groundbreaking Corse EV fluid solution. Peugeot 9X8. You might not be aware of it, but since 1990s, Peugeot has had 3 victories at the 24-hour of Le Mans, and in 2022, the company is seeking to take back its racing glory with the new hybrid supercar. The 9X8 juggles the efforts of a 2.6-liter bi-turbo V6 that can produce 680 horses on its own, which is the maximum allowed by the regulations. The additional electric motor is rated for another 272 HP, and it is fed by a 900-volt battery pack from Saft. The car's design is purposefully reminiscent of the recent mass-market Peugeots. The front and the rear lighting signatures adopt the claw-like design. There are new lion head badges, while the green and yellow highlights on the grey body masterfully hit at the brand's new sport-engineered line. Instead of a typical rear wing, the 9X8 gets a wide diffuser that brings a new level of air efficiency and allows to create a completely different silhouette. We should also mention that the 9X8 will debut at Italy's 6-Hour of Monza this July, while its first Le Mans race will take place in 2023. Do you agree now that the French cars have the best designs? Which models from this bunch impressed you the most? Let's talk this over in the comment section below. Smash the like button and subscribe to Automotive Territory if you haven't already. Ring the bell and check out other car lineups of 2023 by following the links on the screen. Remember to stand with Ukraine, and may the torque be with you!